Imagine this. One of the most powerful rulers in history didn't win with armies. She won with aura. Cleopatra wasn't just a queen. She was the blueprint for soft power, feminine strategy, and magnetic presence. And today, we're breaking down exactly how an Egyptian woman with no social media, no glam squad, and zero main character TikTok edits managed to influence the most powerful men in the world. This isn't a history class. This is an It Girl psychology breakdown, Cleopatra edition. And if you love women who mastered their aura, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. Let's get into it. The aura of Cleopatra. So first, let's get this out of the way. Cleopatra, not the most conventionally beautiful. Even ancient historians said it. But here's where things get interesting. Her power didn't come from her face. It came from her presence, her voice, her education, her confidence. She spoke multiple languages. She could connect with anyone. She knew how to make people feel seen. And honestly, that's more powerful than a pretty face. Ever meet someone who's not drop-dead gorgeous, but the more they speak, the more stunning they become? That was Cleopatra. Her real weapon wasn't her looks. It was magnetic conversation. Now, if her aura was powerful, wait until you hear how she made an entrance. Cleopatra understood something most people still don't. Your entrance is your energy. She paid attention to scent, fabric, movement, tone. She didn't just walk into a room. She curated a whole emotional experience. This is the same woman who rolled herself inside a carpet just to meet Julius Caesar. Yes, a carpet. Imagine someone doing that today. You'd either call security or you'd fall in love. But Cleopatra knew exactly what she was doing. She wasn't being dramatic for attention. She was being dramatic for intention. She controlled what people felt the moment they saw her. Modern takeaway? Your vibe enters the room before you do. But Cleopatra's real brilliance wasn't theatrics. It was psychology. Emotional intelligence as strategy. Here's where she becomes truly iconic. Cleopatra could read people instantly. She watched emotions like data. She adjusted her tone depending on who she was speaking to. She validated powerful men without shrinking herself. That balance between softness and authority, she mastered it. People imagine her as this seductive temptress, but no, she was a strategist with extremely high emotional intelligence. And yes, someone's going to comment, "So, are you saying I need to manipulate people?" No, I'm saying learn to understand people. Learn to create emotional safety. That is real feminine power. And speaking of power, Cleopatra had a blueprint modern women can still follow. The Cleopatra blueprint for modern women. If Cleopatra lived today, she would be the girl journaling every morning, learning languages on Duolingo, and reading diplomacy books for fun. Because her influence came from her inner world. She commanded her space without aggression. She used curiosity and intelligence as part of her charm. She romanticized everything, even diplomacy. She wasn't rushing. She wasn't desperate. She wasn't trying to prove anything. She built a personal aura through rituals, learning, and self-respect. And that's the core lesson. Being that girl starts internally. People feel what you cultivate inside yourself. Now, let's talk about who Cleopatra really was and why history got her so wrong. Myth versus reality. Hollywood turned Cleopatra into a seductress, but historically, she was one of the most educated rulers of her time. People fear feminine influence, so history downplayed her intelligence and exaggerated her love life. But her story still matters because femininity is not weakness. It's a weapon when you understand it, and Cleopatra understood it better than anyone. So what did Cleopatra really teach us? She didn't rule Egypt with force. She ruled with energy, with intention, with intuition. She proved that feminine power is real, strategic, and unforgettable. If you want more It Girl psychology breakdowns of iconic women, hit subscribe, give this video a like, and comment who I should cover next. Thanks for watching. Your aura is your empire, so rule it well.